All right, today's January 18th. Rundown. 1 week from today, we'll be piling on that RV and heading to Houston. So that's
I'm
coming
so
up
excited
quick.
for you guys to sit in the RV while I drive.
RV to Houston. Well, we got multiple drivers on that thing.
I'll handle it.
So that
Big
is
rig,
coming
Danny's
up.
back.
I'll handle it.
Big rig, big cat.
I'm so excited. I actually had like a little daydream. I was like walking my dog and I was like, 1 week.
I wish I loved anything as much as he loves driving a fucking truck.
I don't mind being in it. I'm going to get hotel rooms when we stop, so I can live with that. Today's rundown brought to you by Sports Action, the app that you are a huge
I'm a
fan.
big fan. You're no longer gambling, so I use it. It's great. Delete your ESPN app. Delete your score app. Sports Action has all of the live scores. They also have line movement. They have where the public money's going. They have halftime lines. They have a nice countdown. You remember this gambling?
Countdown's huge.
Countdown to so second half. Countdown to when the second half starts, because I know everyone's always like, got to get a bet in. Says it has a little ticker, lets you know how much time you have left.
Quick thought, they may not have this. Do they have something that you can put in if the 1 o'clock kickoff or any game that you get a little text message, like a little buzz, like this is going to kick off in a minute?
Yeah, they have that, and they also, you can put in all your bets and track them, so it's like you have basically a customized scoreboard, so you don't have to scroll through all the NCAA games. I know there's like 100 games a night.
Yep.
Right there for you.
Sports Action app, download it. All right, into the rundown. And now we put ourselves on the clock, so we time this. Comedy Central, here we come. Get ready. By the way, we hit the guide. You guys see that?
Yeah, that was cool. It's real now.
Sandwiched in between.
Little sappy text message between the three of us.
Yeah.
Shocked.
Yeah.
He started
the
it.
emotions. He was like, wow,
cool.
this is unbelievable.
At midnight is now at 11:30 because we bumped him, and in between South Park. All right,
him.
Kris Kreider fight last night. Fought a guy from the Stars. Who he fought's not important, but he did do a move. Hockey guys, they call a lot of people. The helmet is called a bucket.
Bucket, yeah.
He took his bucket and he just punched the guy in the head with the bucket. I like how the hockey guy talks. He's like, that should be a major. But other than that, he didn't seem like overly alarmed. What are your thoughts? Is this a legal move? Is it dirty? Can you rip a bucket off and then punch a guy with his own helmet? Bucket/bucket. KFC.
Bucket. You can't. I don't want to say it's dirty, but it's as disrespectful as it gets. It's almost like a noogie or a wedgie. It's not like you're really gonna hurt the guy, but it's way more demoralizing than just your average fight.
Really? I think you can hurt a guy punching him with the helmet.
The way he did it, where he just kind of like knocked him, I thought was more disrespectful than I'm gonna like bash your face in.
I agree with that. They shouldn't have fined him. If you pick up a helmet and just start bashing someone over and over with a helmet, that's a fine. This was all kind of in the motion of a fight. I think that plays.
I didn't see the beginning of it. Aren't you supposed to like take your helmet off?
I think so. That's a new rule. They've changed. Here's the problem: is they changed a bunch of rules because they're not going to get fighting out of hockey, but they've kind of like made it so that it's harder to do it.
Yeah.
I think they should go back to the old times and just let everyone fight.
You gotta do it like Tex and Bill's Mafia did, rip him off.
Yeah.
Actually, I am a fan of get rid of the helmets altogether. There's nothing I love more than seeing just a good set of hair flowing in the wind playing hockey.
Oh, I
It's
thought you were
like,
going to say a guy getting sweatered. Throw that clip in.
sweater's good.
You want helmets just removed from
Sweater
the game?
better than anyone's ever sweatered someone.
I sweatered Big Cat.
Yeah,
I
outside of United Center like 4 years ago.
Textbook sweater. This story, interesting one. I don't even know. It's one of those things like, is this real? How can this happen? One of the leading Nazi bloggers on the internet, like top 3, they're saying Nazi bloggers. Like he just fucking is Nazi through and through. Swastikas everywhere. This guy's writing stuff. He's pro-Hitler. He's pro-everything. He had to retire from his Nazi blog. Why? Because someone posted his personal details. His wife is Jewish. The leading Nazi blogger has a Jewish wife, and he admitted, he's like, yeah, it's true. He didn't really go into more detail. He's just like, yeah, I got a Jewish wife.
He knew all along.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're missing the best line. He said, life isn't perfect. It's like, you're a Nazi, you hate Jews, you want to murder them all. Life isn't perfect, sometimes you marry them.
Well, it just kind of goes to show
What's it say about the chick, too? Like,
yeah, right?
Well,
some
it
slack.
says 2 things. One, like the things that guys will do for pussy, right?
Right.
You'll just sell your soul.
Right.
And 2, the things that chicks will do for, I don't know if this guy is considered prestigious or high up
He
or
was
whatever.
using a fake name,
She'll
so
sell.
maybe she didn't know. Maybe she's just like, oh, he's just got a
She
job.
had to know that he was a top
can't-
Nazi.
Maybe,
You
I don't know.
You can't be the number 3
Yeah,
Nazi blogger and not be.
I want to retract what I said. That was dumb.
you can't be a top Nazi blogger, not be like a skinhead, and not have like the Third
Swastikas
Reich
all over you.
tattoos
Yeah,
all over you.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what those guys do.
Hey, life isn't perfect.
Would you rather fight like an inner city absolute like Booker T looking guy,
That's
or
a
skinhead.
That seems racist.
Skinhead. Skinheads are pussies.
How is that racist?
Booker T looking guy?
Booker T's like a big, freaking huge, black guy.
So it's like the Aryan Nation versus like the
Who you got in a street fight?
Skinheads are pussies.
Skinheads will shoot you faster, I think.
Skinheads are pussies. They're just they're like 4chan.
By the way, not
like,
a fan of
tough
skinheads.
guys.
I'm Jewish, so anybody's like, I'm not a big skinhead.
There's a reason why they all live in West Virginia and fuck each other.
Speaking of tattoos, Segway City. Ben Boulware, linebacker of Clemson, got a tattoo of the national championship on his Achilles heel because Desmond Howard said that the weakness and why Clemson won't win the national title was because their linebacking core was their Achilles heel. I don't know what I think about this. I think someone's going to have to tell me if Ben Boulware is an NFL prospect. I assume he's not. Is he?
I think he is.
Is he?
He is. Yeah, I think
that
he's a borderline
factors
guy.
to me it's a little petty to like you can't your fight is with Desmond Howard, who's sort of like he won the Heisman, he's a Michigan man, kind of a nobody, kind of not. I don't know. I feel like you're giving almost Desmond Howard too much credit by getting the tattoo on your Achilles heel.
I also
don't know.
think it's
if
kind
it's
of
your crowning moment, maybe. Not if you're in the NFL. I don't like it if you're in the NFL.
I also think it's kind of like a chick tattoo. Like it's not the toughest tattoo to get a little trophy on your heel.
The biggest
You know
problem
what I mean?
is
It's not like a tough guy tat.
the biggest problem is it's not a good-looking trophy. It's not an
true.
iconic trophy. If it was a
whole look
Stanley
is
Cup,
not-
you put that on your fucking body.
very good
if you,
point.
If it's the Lombardi, those are
Yeah, what is
iconic
it even
trophies.
called?
Even
Is
if it
it
was
BCS?
the BCS crystal ball, I'd put that on my shit.
I don't know that we can incorporate this into the show, and it may be too crazy. That was such a great point about the trophy.
That's the first
That
thing I thought of. That trophy
almost
sucks.
we have some sort of, people have heart. We just keep rotating. Whoever has the best point. Like, you now are holding, it's almost
trophy.
like,
We
what's
have
that
our
game
own
when
trophy.
you go,
I'll go one
no
better.
whammy, no whammy, no whammy, like, till the end of the show,
Yeah.
you have the best point.
I'll
to
go one
win.
better. NCAA wants to, remake their whole image. Give us 2 good trophies because the NCAA basketball trophy is the fucking
Stinks.
worst. It's a plaque.
Yeah.
It's a fucking it's a plaque to like golfer
Why wouldn't they
when you
just-
win your country club, pro thing.
They should have just kept the ball, the crystal ball.
Yeah, I know.
Why wouldn't
Crystal
they
ball
just
is
bring
the
that
best.
back?
Well,
Crystal ball is
because
the best.
and everything keeps changing with that.
It should also be a cup. Cups are always better. You can drink out.
I will say, it's hard to have a definitive trophy and just throw it in midway. The World Series trophies stink.
Most trophies, aside from the Stanley Cup,
The
stink.
Stanley Cup and Lombardi's good.
Lombardi's
I think the Larry
baseball,
O'Brien
baseball
is good.
stinks.
O'Brien's not
I
bad.
don't like the Larry O'Brien. I
The
don't-
baseball one I touched and got screamed at like I was a little girl
Yeah.
because it's super fragile.
Right.
And like
it's
I
got the
tried to
little-
just touch it
little
for a
pedestal
second. The
things.
guy guarding it's like, I told you not to touch it. It's like, I didn't even hear you, man.
Right.
He almost kicked me out of Fenway Park. Military parades may be coming back. So Trump has basically said, I'm very proud of this country. We're going to show how proud we are of this country. We're basically going to flex our muscles on people, and we're going to start showing the military in the streets, walking down like major, like Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington. Love Trump, don't like Trump. I love it because I still get intimidated when I see mass displays of military in Russia, whatever. I'm like, oh shit, these guys got their military together. Hey, let's do it. Nobody's better at pomp and circumstances than USA. It's Apollo Creed coming into the ring, like living in America. I am so for this.
I kind of agree with him. I mean,
yeah.
It's a ridiculous thought. In some ways, it almost seems like North Korea-ish. Like we're faking it. Like you do. It's almost like you show it off if you don't have it, but we have the goods to back it up. So then it's just like big swinging dick.
Yeah, and intimidating, I think, for these countries who that's the
Who
only
don't-
thing
they
they
don't
have it.
understand.
Yeah.
My only request is there needs to be a flyover portion.
Totally.
Flyovers will always give you goosebumps. I don't care if you're American or not. You fly some of those fucking things over a stadium, hair stands up on your arms.
And we went to Army Navy.
It was unbelievable.
And there's all sorts
almost
of
cried.
there's all sorts of stuff going on.
If you have the anthem playing and
They had
flyovers no matter what.
They had Black Hawk helicopters,
Yeah.
basically clipped
Covering.
the top of the stadium. It was unbelievable.
I'm on the record. I thought about this a lot. Like, if I ever got drafted, if we're a war, I'm too old now, I wouldn't. But I thought about it a lot. It's like I would fake dead. Like, that would be my first move. Like, when the bullets started, just be down and, like, catch up. And going to these, like, Army, Navy, I'd fight for a couple minutes. I'd be like, take my chances for
And
maybe
then play
2
dead.
minutes. Then play dead.
Too old to defend your country, but not go to the club. Sad.
That is sad, but that's not my fault.
Buy our
I'm too-
new shirts.
I,
Sad.
T-shirts on sale.
I aged myself
Sad.
out of the draft.
Sad.
That's
Buy a
just-
shirt.
I didn't
Sad.
come up
We're
with
selling
it.
sad shirts.
You didn't
now.
make the draft rules.
I didn't make the draft
sure.
rules. I'm certainly not going to be like, hey, I still want to go in it. I aged out perfectly. And on that note, we go to the break. All right, second ad. Thursday boots, by the way, KFC's wearing them. Huge fan. I also got a pair. If I'm being honest, hand to God, I didn't know today. A part of me was like, today is Wednesday. If we're doing Thursday boot ads, because their whole thing is like Thursday starts kind of the weekend, you can wear your boots.
Ooh, that's nice.
I kind of thought we'd do the Thursday boot ads on Thursday, to the point I walked over to our sales. I'm like, today's Wednesday. We're doing Thursday boots on Wednesday.
You can wear Thursday boots any day of the week.
Any day of the week, you can wear Thursday boots. I like them. They're soft. They're good. As they put, they're about $1.95. That's a good price point for these boots.
$1.49.
One of the things that I like, I don't like everything we have to advertise. I'd buy those boots. I'd wear those boots regardless. To the point, even when we got the wrong boots originally, like I had the gray, you had the black, and I switched them because I want the boots I picked out. So get your Thursday boots, $149, free shipping, free sales. You'll like the boots. And if you go to a store to buy boots that look like that, you're going to be in the $500 range. So Thursday boots, wear them on a Wednesday. Wear them on a Thursday. Wear them
on a
whenever
Sunday.
you want to read them. All right, back to the show. This video is a girl. I'm going to put her at 14 years old, maybe 13 years old, no older than 15 though. Just absolutely wailing on a tree. MMA style, relentless assault on a tree. I don't know what to think of this. It's $1 Million Baby meets MMA meets, this girl's going to fuck some people up.
She could beat the shit out of me.
Oh, kill you.
Like, nah, she could kill you too.
No.
That girl would whoop your ass.
I think Dave would take it.
I
I would.
absolutely don't think so.
You don't have any.
You
like,
have talked
quickness.
all the time about how you're not a fighter.
I'm
That
not a
girl,
fighter.
but
One
she-
punch to the mouth and you're
she's still
done.
small.
You're
Yeah,
cooked.
I'd sit on her.
Right.
You're
You'd
fat though.
yeah,
You could
I'd
sit
sit
on her.
on
You're in the same. You're
wouldn't-
skinny now. One shot to the mouth and you would be fucking dazed. She would like knock you out before you could even get a punch in.
She would not punch me. You're so slow,
Dude.
You're like you're reverse Matrix slow, and the bullets. You're like
I'm
the
impressively
opposite.
slow.
True.
I'm
Yeah,
slow.
so-
It doesn't even make sense how slow
Right.
I am.
So
But
you'd get
the
hit.
fact that you think you're tough enough to take this
No,
chick
I
is
just-
crazy.
No,
I'm
he's probably
for different
athletic
reasons.
enough.
Right. I just
Yeah.
avoid it and then like tackle her, and then she won't be able to get up.
The real story here is there ever been a father who wishes they had a son more than this guy?
Oh my God.
I mean, that's
That poor
come
girl.
on. Like,
She just wants to be like playing with dolls.
yeah,
and stuff.
right.
And
Like,
you brainwash her to
you
the
go
point
beat
that
the
she's
shit out of
beating
some
trees.
trees. Yeah, right.
And I'm not gonna take anything away from her because she hammered that tree. That was a small tree. Like she was fighting. That was almost like
Yeah, it looked. I would like to know like how like that's not an oak tree.
exactly
Right. That's
Like,
that
right.
shit's fucking
That tree
the
had
birch.
give.
Is it birch? Is that what it's called?
It was a
it's
tree.
soft. It's soft wood.
If that was a tree that if you run full speed and tackle, it goes down.
Right.
The tree falls.
Yeah.
Find me a tree
That tree's probably already half dead.
That's not, I don't know why it popped in, but like Trump, I like my military guys who don't get captured. Like I like my girl fighters who fight real trees. This girl, Indiana University, she's drunk. She's in, I think, a Subway, and she's just grabbing bread. I don't know. It said they grab bread. What, they have loaves of bread? What, she get behind the counter? As I'm saying it, it makes no sense, but that's what they said she did. She's grabbing chips off the aisle. They arrest her, and she says she got profiled for being an ugly, fat white girl. I think there may be something to this. I don't know about the white girl, ugly, fat.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, you can't be profiled if you commit the crime, though.
But no,
True.
what if you're like, I was going to pay?
If you're,
Like I took the chips and I'm gonna pay, but they're like, you're so fat, you're stealing shit
when
because the fat
if,
chick can't control
If you're
herself.
drunk and housing loaves of bread,
But
yes, you're fat and ugly because you eat loaves of bread like this. You committed the crime. It's not profiling. It's just like you're fat and
But-
ugly and you stole our bread.
What Dave is pointing out, and I actually agree with him, is there's nothing worse than the fat, ugly, drunk girl at every party. And that's basically what the cop. If she's hot,
Right.
the cops
Oh.
are like, "What dorm are you? We'll take you home."
Right, there's no chance she's getting
It's
arrested if
facts.
she's high.
And she also is like
Those are
telling
the
on
breaks.
herself.
That's double standards in this
well,
world.
that's profiling though.
Yeah.
That's also like, I'm saying this honestly, if I was drunk and like doing that, my whole time I would still be like, I'm gonna pay. Like I'm just hungry. Like sometimes when you're super hungry, you open your drink or your food before you pay. I think that's what this girl, and they're like, oh, just because I'm fat, I'm not gonna pay. Just because I can't control myself, I'm this fat pig who has to eat everything in your store, I'm gonna pay. It's not like she was running away. She was in the place.
Oh, I just assumed she was so blacked out drunk.
That's
And everyone's
what
like, you got to get the fat, ugly girl out of the party.
By the way,
Again,
I'm
that
all
is
about
profiling.
Yeah, that's
but you know,
profiling.
that's
A hot chick-
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Both those situations are fair.
It's
Hot
fair.
girls get a
Profiling
free
is
pass.
fair.
People judge me because I'm heavier than I should be.
True.
That's fair. It's profiling.
You were, yeah.
But they don't arrest you, they just make fun of you.
Well, if I'm going around just fucking eating everyone's food, they probably would.
Warriors. The Warriors have a new stadium, and they had like groundbreaking concert / like rave. I don't know what this was, but it just speaks to Oakland.
Terrible.
It just speaks to Oakland. Like, what do you have going on where you have?
No, this is in San Francisco.
Well, it also speaks
The
to
new
San Francisco.
stadium is in San Francisco.
Oh, they're building it in San Fran.
Yeah.
It speaks
So
to
that's a
San
gay
Fran
party.
too. Yeah,
That's a gay party.
because it was like the ballet at one point
Right.
too, which is very
That's a gay
It's also
stereotypical.
just the
And that's the
Warriors.
most gay thing there is the construction.
Yeah,
It was
Village
like I think
people
there's
do the thing,
there's
yeah.
a Simpsons. There's a Simpsons episode right,
Yeah,
where they go to
yeah,
like the steel mill,
Yeah,
right?
no, all right. Well, that
Super
makes no
gay.
sense.
That also the Warriors.
Super gay stadium.
The Warriors have jumped the shark. so
Yeah,
hard.
big time.
Everything about them sucks.
Yeah.
I'm still pro Warriors because to me they're the only team that can beat
LeBron.
LeBron. So
That's
if I
tough to
lose
be on
them,
that
I lose
bandwagon
everything.
because that
Yeah.
sucked.
Sucks.
All right, so 24 seconds left in this segment. This is when we're doing these bumps too, like little vignettes. Vignettes, big word.
That's a huge word for you.
Also, the fact that you can pronounce it correctly is
Can you
just
spell it?
upset city.
VIG.
Ooh.
NIETTE
No.
vignette.
I think you get half credit though for the VIG.
The G,
silent
yeah,
G.
the G is.
So, and we'll talk about this after show. We also are going to have musical act. We won't say what we're doing. I don't know who's like right now. They're like, hey, take us into the break, or do we play? I'm a
a
little
clip.
confused on
Yeah.
that. Play the clip. All right. So that's the end of that show.
They take us into the break.
Take
And then
us
we
into
play the
break.
bump.
Right.
Yeah.
Two last ones that we can or not. I mean, the Belichick clip of Tom Curran who gets stuffed in a locker. This time of year, all the time, Belichick puts Tom Curran in a locker, and they like each other. The report, but Curran asked, like, "Hey, Bill, how excited are you for the AFC Championship game?" And he just looked at him like, "I'm very excited." And also, he's like, "Do you hate these big games because is it uncomfortable because there's so many people in the press conference?" Like, this is our 3,000th AFC Championship. I think Belichick understands what happens when you start getting big games. So F- questioning from Tom Curran, but it's still, unless he's, they're
They
friends.
want these answers.
They're
I feel like
friends.
they want the
Curran
Belichick
and
moment.
Belichick are friends, so maybe he just
So he's
wants the
needling him.
soundbite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, again, the last story. So a fat chick, her boyfriend's like, hey, you're too fat. Why don't you hit the gym, lose some weight? Story as old as time itself. She lost weight, and then she's like, well, now I look good. Hey, dude, you're gone. Be careful what you wish for. If you want to tell your girlfriend they're fat or gross, lose weight, you should give a definitive, here's
Number.
what weight I need you at, because you don't want to outclass yourself.
Right.
Yeah, or you have to get hot yourself. You
Yeah.
can't let her blow you out of the water like that.
True. Okay, so that's the rundown. We got anything post-show? Can we mention what we're doing post-show at Comedy Central or no? Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Facebook Live.
So Comedy Central, everyone's going to tune in. The rundowns are not going to be on TV that week. We need everyone tuning in. By the way, if you know anybody... It's going to be on TV, not on the internet. If you know anybody with a Nielsen box, or you know how to call like 1-800-Nielsen and be like, get me the Nielsen box, do that so we can have Nielsen boxes popping. After the Comedy Central show, which is going to be live at Kirby's Ice House, which everyone's saying is an awesome location, by the way. So get all the stoolies there, drink it up, have fun. And then we're going to do a 10-minute post-show on Facebook Live. So basically the after show.
From the bus, right? Or no, from the stage.
No, we're just going to keep doing it. Like the
Great.
show will end, and then it's like if you want to watch the after show.
But you're not allowed to watch the after show if you didn't watch the show.
True, and we'll find out how.
We'll find out. We'll
you
come
don't want
and
to watch
find
the.
you.
You got to know what's going on. You
Right.
have to watch the.
Yeah, we're
after
gonna
show.
make a lot
Have
of
everyone
jokes
DVR
about the
too,
regular
'cause
show.
Have everyone DVR it. Those ratings count too.
Coley
Send
just
your
said,
DVR right now. You can already do that.
That's
Set
wild.
your DVRs because DVRs count for Nielsen boxes. Apparently, that doesn't sound possible. Different rating system. DVR it, watch it. What happens if they watch it like 5 times? If they put it on loop and they just keep on watching it, does that count?
I don't think that matters.
I have 4 boxes in my house. If I record each one,
Is
does
that
count
4?
as 4?
Yeah.
Yes. All
And
right. So
Speaking of which,
every box, every place, your neighbor.
All your
We should be
favorite
going
bars.
door to door.
Yeah.
Like
Go
like
to-
a
go to your
proliferate.
bars,
Just
go to your favorite
everywhere.
bar and
Be like,
DVR
put it on,
that.
Put
Yeah.
it on, and socially you got to be like sharing the fuck out of it. So like just maybe a new screenshot every 10 seconds and just keep retweeting and sharing and everything you can do socially.
Yeah.
That's your job. What's that? And
Does
tag
Best Buy
Comedy
have
Central.
DVR boxes?
Go
in
into
there?
Best Buy. Go into your Nielsen. Just everything you do, tag Comedy Central, tag us, and even if the show's horrible, you're like, this is the best
Can
thing
I-
ever. Also, I wouldn't mind you guys being.
The show sucks.
I wouldn't mind you guys being like, I've never heard of these guys before.
Yeah.
What is this show?
Wow, this is the craziest
I'm
thing
never
ever. Never heard of
changing it-
Barstool
never
Sports.
changing it for
I would
Comedy
watch
Central
this
again.
all the time if
Just
they
make
picked
sure
it
you
up full
delete
time.
all
Yeah.
your GoPress Go tweets.
Yeah,
right
we don't
before.
want We
So
don't
that-
want to
yeah,
let
don't
people
tell
onto
on
it.
yourself.
Also, maybe be like, this show's so good, I'm gonna just watch all the programs
Can
on
I-
Comedy Central. Now I'm hooked
Yeah.
on the whole channel.
Can I have one request though?
Yes.
I don't want you and your fucking shitty ass TV watching it. Don't put it on your.
He had an R. Kelly TV.
Yeah, don't